Hi guys. Firstly, I'd like to say thanks for the people who watched the last video and everyone who subscribed. That's amazing. Honest, I can't. The fact that people are subscribing blows my mind. So the thing is, the problem I do have is because I'm so used to doing Instagram, I always forget that even though I'm filming, I forget that I need to talk on the video. So that's why we're doing a voiceover at the moment. And the reason I've got a stupid look on my face looking at the camera is because I've started using a Insta 360 Flow gimbal, which has got like an AI in it. So if I program it or basically capture my face on it, it should track. That's the plan. The plan is that it tracks me. So where I go, that goes. So I am apologising for the startled rabbit look that I just did. And as you can see from the video, I'd already started stripping out before I realised that I had to get the video. I'm saying I will do better. I don't think I will. I think this is it. I think this is as good as it's going to get for now. I need, like I say, old dogs, new tricks. I don't know. I'm trying. I'm very trying. But yeah, as you can see, today's video is basically ripping out everything that was in the van. Already ripped out the passenger side. The boxing that was in the passenger side, took that out, and this is the process of basically just getting it back to trying to get it back to basics, trying to get it back to an empty shell. I don't know who built this. I've never known anybody use so many 3-inch and 4-inch screws just to put a bit of boxing in. So yeah, I tried at first with a screwdriver, that didn't work. Then got cordless screwdriver out, even that struggled at times. But yeah, it's quite obvious when you look at the amount of timber which comes out. You can see this was probably built before COVID, because there's no way someone would have spent this much money on timber after COVID. The price of 3x2, terrible. It is. It's absolutely terrible. People like looking at me now going, "You're gonna wreck the van." It's like, where's your gloves? Where's your mask? I know. You'll see. I do get a splinter, or I think I get a splinter. But it's one of them sayings, isn't it? No sense, no feeling. And yeah, we're on the street again. So if I'm distracted by people walking past, that's just the neighbours. The neighbours look at me as if to go, "What's going on now?" So yeah, it's new tools. Go and get a screwdriver. No, there's that saying as well, isn't there? No, get the right tools for the job. You'll see shortly. It takes a while for that to sink in. But yeah, as you can see, a pile of screws there. So that's just a percentage of what's been put in. But yeah, I couldn't believe why someone would, like I say, 3-inch, 4-inch, 3x2 ply. The van's got no, because people always worried, aren't they, about. People always have this concern when building a camper as to what the weight is going to be at the end of it. Well, I don't have that problem, because no matter what I'm putting back in the van won't weigh as much as the amount of stuff that I took out. And I thought, this is it, get this piece out, we'll be back to basics. But no, whoever did the job, I think they had shares in a timber yard. I do, because as you'll see in a minute, move the gimbal. Look, we've got more more timber, more 3-inch screws. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. The thing that I need, because I've only had the van recently, I should have had a hat on, because the number of times I hit my head is massive. It's like, say, gloves, hat, mask later, because yeah, the amount of dust and crap that was behind everything. So yeah, it's just a case of ripping everything out, getting it all back to basics, blank canvas, see what I've got to work with, see what I need to do. I've tried to do the videos where they're a little bit in a continuation, but the problem is like I say, filming it, then editing it, then realising I've not spoke on it. So yeah, we will hopefully get better. So I love this gimbal. This gimbal's really good. A mate of mine put me onto this one for walking, and it's learning curve, isn't it? The learning curve is trying to build the campervan, and the learning curve is trying to remember to film stuff. And as you can see on this one, is basically talk, but everyone knows how to take screws out. Everyone knows how to dismantle a van. Everyone knows that if you buy a builder's van, you're going to have to dismantle it. So yeah, it's part of the process, but like I say, we'll get there. We'll get there. So we will take a little break, and I will let you watch. I don't work this fast. This is speeded up, by the way. I've never worked this fast in my life. This is why this van might not be done for spring. But yeah, I'll just let you watch me whiz around like a lunatic. So that's pretty much all the big stuff taken out. As I was taking the wood out and putting it in the car, one of the I don't know who it was, just some guy, random guy walking past, asked if he could have the freebie too. So it's no good to me. I know the cost of it. I should have sold it to him. I might have been able to buy a rock and roll bed for my van. But yeah, if he could recycle it, then that's fine. Like I say, it's something that I had no intention. I had no intention of putting it back in. So if someone else can make use of it, then that's good. The other bit supply, I just took to the tip. Like I say, there was nothing. I don't want to be recycling bits and bats. I did keep 2 of the main sheets of ply, which take off the wall. Reason being is just for templates, really. Make templates for the van, and then it just means that once I've got a template cut out for window surrounds or panels, I can then buy the proper ply and use them as a template, and then that's it. The surplus to requirements again. But yeah, it's surprising how much crap is inside this little van, and it's surprising how many screws were inside this little van. I bet if I weighed the screws, they must have been at least 10-15 pound in weight in screws. So the screws and the freebie too, it's got to be lighter. The van's got to be lighter. So yeah, it was a case of get it all ripped out, and we've, like I say, the problem, I keep saying like I say quite a lot, I apologise. The problem we've got regarding the van is when I had the van, we didn't really have much work booked in, and then as soon as we started work on the van, we got a massive job. So we've had to do a massive floor, which took slightly longer than we expected, and it's now a bit of a rush. We've got a bit of a rush on at the moment because there's certain things I want to get done in the van. The bulkhead's got to come out, sound deadening has got to go on. We're not doing, or I keep saying we, because like I say, I've got a lad giving me a lift as and when I need it. But the main thing is the insulation. Windows to go in, insulation to go in. Windows I can put in, insulation I don't want to put in, because the van is having the pop top, which is going in to get fitted. The reason it's going in to get fitted is because once I looked at it, and the fact that I had to go to Cornwall to pick it up, because they were the only people who were saying they could get me a long wheelbase one in the time scale that I needed, the cost that they're charging me to fit it and give me a 2-year warranty, I don't see the point of doing it myself. I don't. Trying to do a pop top at the side of the road, not the best thing in the world. But yeah, I've looked at the company, got good reviews, and for the sake of what it's costing me, I'll go to Cornwall. I'll have a break in Cornwall. So the plan is to go there, have a couple of days walking, walking, going on the beach. I'll take the paddleboard if I go out on it. I don't know, but yeah, it's just do a bit of sightseeing and get the pop top fitted. Then it can be all systems go. Once the pop top's done, insulation can get done, get the panels made, wiring can go in. There was a wire that you saw, I moved the wire just then, and that's the supply for the reversing camera. Excuse me, that's the supply for the reversing camera. That's been taken out and replaced. We've already put speaker wires back in, but the general wiring is no. We haven't done anything yet. This is one of them cases where use the right tools for the job. As you can see, I'm too lazy to go and get a pry bar out the car. All my tools, work tools, are in the other vehicle, and I'm just too lazy to go and get it. So I decided to use a screwdriver, and the screwdriver lost between a piece of freebie 2 with 4-inch screws going through the floor of my van. Yeah, it didn't last too long. So this is where we go back to get the right tools for the job. As you can see, look there. Watch, it's yeah. Don't use a screwdriver as a crowbar. Go and get a crowbar. So yeah, there's not a great deal. I think this is the last piece to come out, and then next job is bulkhead. Let's say bulkhead. Bulkhead. Next job. There's loads of jobs, but yeah, the next job is bulkhead. Get that. Come back with a crowbar, and job done. So yeah, it's finally I can see what I've got to work with. Finally I can see what space I've got. The reason I've not up to doing this video, I've not really sat down and done a layout on the van. I know the layout's going to be a typical like transporter layout. I know a lot of people are going for a U-shaped bed system, seating and bed system. I'm just going to stick with a traditional transporter layout, kitchen and everything on one side of the van. The reason I've not looked at anything just yet is because I want the pop top So once the pop top's fitted, once I can sit in the van and see the full scope of how much space I've got, then I can start planning on what furniture board we're going to do, how the layout is. I know it's a typical layout, but I want to try and create as much storage as possible. We are going for a chlorifier hot water system. Did think about putting it underneath the van, but just because if we do have a severe winter, I'd rather it be inside the van. So it's trying to work out what can go where, and like I said, everything's got delayed, so we will see once the pop top's done. Next job is bulkhead. Get that in. The next job was supposed to be bulkhead, and this is the only problem with the Insta gimbal. If you move too quick, it takes a little bit to catch up, but it's brilliant. It is. It's great. I can't fault it. So yeah, if you've stuck to the end of this one, thank you very much. And I still can't believe people are subscribing. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will be back soon. Bye for now.